using what he got to shoot. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his...
If the opportunity presented itself against Floyd, you would have though, even though you admire him so much and he's so great.
Floyd, yeah, because
Terence Crawford has finally replied to Floyd Mayweather's call for a 2026 fight, and he's open to it. Crawford wants to settle the debate over who is truly the greatest, even though Mayweather is more than 10 years older. He called for the fight after fans kept comparing him to Crawford.
he played the part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course he is.
What do you want to see?
In an interview after his win, Crawford was asked about boxing fans wanting him to fight Floyd.
In a post-fight interview, Crawford said, "If Floyd wants to fight me, it's great money and a chance to face one of the all-time greats. So, I'm in." He made it clear he sees the fight as both a big opportunity and a chance to measure himself against one of boxing's legends.
I am now.
How do you beat Floyd though? Like, since nobody's been able to crack that code.
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore. So that fight ain't going.
Mayweather called Crawford out not just because fans wanted it, but because two of his former opponents suggested Crawford might be better than him. Shane Mosley, who lost to Mayweather 15 years ago, also made similar claims, which fueled the debate about their relative skill levels.
When I looked at it, he came out in the southpaw stance and he took Canelo's jab away from him. As you know, if you take a fighter's jab away from them, then it's hard for them to really land. You force them to use one shot, and he forced them to use his backhand, his rear hand. Crawford was ready for the loop in the right hands.
Mosley told Fight Hub TV, "Crawford is better, bigger, and more versatile. Mayweather is talented, no doubt, but Crawford has the edge because he's bigger and has longer reach," his comments added, fuel to the ongoing debate about the two champions.
Those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually, he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
Fans and analysts have started questioning if Crawford could be called the greatest after defeating Canelo Alvarez. Even Canelo himself said after the fight, Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather, highlighting his experience in the ring with both fighters.
And compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Crawford explained further on the Ariel Helwani show, "Canelo has fought both of us. People can say what they want, but he knows from personal experience." His words sparked controversy, with supporters praising Crawford's willingness to fight top opponents, and critics defending Mayweather's legacy.
How did that feel to hear that from someone like him?
I just was like, well, you know, it's his personal opinion. He was in the ring with both of us, so a lot of people, you know, they can say what they want, but he's actually been in the ring with both of us. You know, one where he felt like
he's ready for the body shots. You know, occasionally the straight right hand to the body will land for Canelo, but you know, sooner or later Crawford start getting out of the way of that as well by just pivoting, you know, on the angle and you know, making Canelo reach. There were spots inside the ring that I saw Crawford, you know, try to counter.
Ultimately, this debate will rage on because it's a subjective opinion.
The debate is subjective, but both fighters have long-standing undefeated streaks and multiple titles. Ryan Garcia also added to the conversation, criticizing Mayweather for carefully selecting opponents and avoiding fighters at their peak to preserve his record.
You know, and another where he felt like he was at a disadvantage when he had a rehydration clause and he was younger. So, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't go off of that. You know, Floyd is the best fighter, you know, in his era. And I felt
Garcia said, Mayweather mastered picking fights and making huge money. He avoided the toughest challenges in their prime. Crawford, by contrast, has always fought anyone and taken risks, which shows real courage and ambition.
Floyd Mayweather.
He mastered the art of knowing when to fight somebody and when not to fight somebody. I mean, he's the best in that game. He's the best in, making money and making all the, the huge fights happen. But why? Because he was timing every single one of them. He never fought nobody really in their prime. He always...
After junior lightweight. Junior lightweight,
he changed the game in the worst way possible. You're right. Everybody's trying to protect their own...
And, that I would say this, that work from Boots helped in that aspect because Canelo was reacting to a lot of the counters that Crawford was throwing. Usually in the past, Canelo would stand right there. He would lunge and he would stay in place, keep his feet in place.
Max Kellerman analyzed the Crawford versus Mayweather debate, noting Mayweather's advantages, deep career resume, fast hands, and elite defense. Yet, he also praised Crawford's willingness to fight everyone.
Because, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost.
Which earns respect from fans, fighters, and analysts alike. Kellerman explained that after leaving lightweight, Mayweather was careful about when he fought, protecting his undefeated record. Crawford, on the other hand, challenged all comers, which appeals to a different kind of boxing fan and changes how his career is viewed.
I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with...
He compared Crawford to legends like Sugar Ray Robinson and Roy Jones Jr., saying that Crawford's respect among peers goes beyond statistics or records. His peers admire not just his victories, but the way he handles himself in the ring. Despite comparisons
between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in a fight between Terence and Floyd. And I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah. Who would win that fight?
Floyd.
Floyd would win that
yes,
fight.
Yes, sir. I love you, Terence.
Always figures it out.
Crawford praised Mayweather, calling him the king and recognizing his greatness. He acknowledged their similarities, while pointing out that their approaches in the ring were different, shaped by style and circumstances. Crawford said, "We're similar, but I take more risks." Early in his career,
right now, but earlier in his career, he was taking a lot of chances as well. So, it just depends on which Floyd Mayweather you talk about. Do you talk about money or do you talk about Pretty Boy? Because Pretty Boy was the seek and destroy.
Floyd also took chances, but injuries and moving up in weight changed his style. We both push limits, but in slightly different ways. Fans continue comparing both fighters to see who is better. Floyd's precise jabs, timing, and counters made him legendary.
How about that? Keep Stanley falling forward. How about that? Terence Crawford has stopped Yuri Ortiz again. He's a lightning hand speed extraordinary. Left hook drops him. And then he hit his head off on mass here at the end.
Between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in a fight between Terence and Floyd. And I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
While Crawford's style is explosive, adaptable, and highly effective against top-level opponents, Crawford pointed out that Pretty Boy Floyd was more aggressive early, while Money Mayweather later used strategy and patience. Both styles helped build Floyd's legacy. Meanwhile, Crawford impressed fans with his performance against Spence, showing speed, timing, and power. Crawford demonstrated his boxing mastery through precise punches and counters.
You want to hook from the hips. So when you hook, boom, this toe gonna go up and this one gonna go down. So you hear and it's gonna go boom. So you can do a 45 or you can do straight. You come straight from the shoulders, boom. Open it up a little bit. Bam. Get that. There you go. So, yeah. So you want to come, everything you do, you want to come from the shoulder. Boom. Just turn it. When you coming in there, you hear, boom. And that's where that torque gonna come from. The hips, your leg.
Because that style of fight, I don't think he beats someone like Terence Crawford. But if I'm Terence Crawford, of course I'll fight him again. But this time, I'm the A side. I think Terence Crawford is gonna be more confident next time, knowing that I can punch with this guy. I can take his shot. I'm faster.
He fought Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
He didn't do what the last two did, just run. He threw.
Mayweather remains a master of the sweet science, but Crawford's style is different, aggressive, and equally effective. A fight between prime Crawford and Mayweather would be fascinating, though many would see it as a close match or even a draw. For the latest news, highlights, and updates in boxing, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Stay connected to see all the top moments and expert analysis from the world of boxing.